What's going on, guys? Gonna be fixing another issue with the Sierra today. This is a very common problem. If you have a Sierra, Silverado, Yukon, Escalade, Tahoe of this generation, your truck's probably already had this issue, currently has this issue, or will have it in the future. Let's crank this beast up. So here in Alabama, we got about 2 days of spring, and it's already switched to 100 degrees during the middle of the day. So I was cruising down the road, and I had the AC wide open. This vent right here and this vent right here smacking me in the face. Ice cold, beautiful, right? But I could just not get cooled off. The interior of the truck would just not cool off no matter how high I cranked it. Go to reach over here, and this one is throwing just insane heat out of it, right? That one as well, blazing hot, so that makes sense. I feel the cold coming from here, yet over there it's throwing a ton of heat back into the truck. So after doing about 2 seconds of research, this is a very common problem. The blend door will actually go bad, and I actually think there's 3 of them, one down there and then 2 underneath here. Thankfully, the one we're gonna be replacing today is down below, and it is the easiest one to replace. Come over here to the passenger side. This black cover underneath here, we've got to remove. You should have 3 bolts, mine only has 2. It's gonna be one here, one there, and then one that's hard to get to in here. It's gonna be a 7mm. Then we can remove this. All right, I probably edited out all of me fighting with this, but this has been super annoying. I finally think I've got it coming out. It's incredibly tight and hard to get on there. Finally. Oh my gosh, that was so incredibly annoying. So it's way up in here. It's right there actually. I'm gonna go ahead and start off by unplugging this, pinch that tab in, wiggle that out. Now we've got, I can show you the replacement part. This is exactly how it sits. That's where we just unplugged. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3 bolts holding that in. This one's actually a 7/32. I do not feel another bolt on this one, so should just like that wiggle out of here. All right, so this is a weird one because here's our old blend door, and this is not broken, right? But if we look up in here, that is a broken off piece of plastic held in with a screw. And I think that's the 3rd bolt that's over there on the side. So I'm guessing this was just pushed up against it and wasn't even sitting flat. Not really sure, but I'm gonna find out. I'll go ahead and take that guy out. So this actually has 2 broken off pieces on here. I don't know how you manage 2 of them broken off on here. I guess you broke the first one, you took the screw out, you didn't take the black plastic off. That makes no sense to me whatsoever, but just judging from this, I'm assuming this is the at least 3rd blend door to go on this truck, which, like I said, is a very common problem. Maybe they were just buying cheapo junkers. Anyways, we'll be able to put it back on properly. Don't know how they managed that. Let's go ahead and work our new one in there. There she is. Let's get our first bolt screw going in there. Go ahead and put our screw in our socket. Try to get it in there. Get it started. There we go. So hopefully y'all could see all of that. But our install is technically done. So now I'm going to fight with this thing, getting it back in there. So initially after install, everything seemed to be working fine, but after a few hours when I drove the truck again, it went absolutely berserk. It was blowing super hot heat out of all different kinds of vents. It was just absolutely going crazy. So after doing a little bit of research, you do have to recalibrate your truck after doing a blend door replacement. So I'm gonna show y'all how to do that. Go ahead and turn your truck to the on position. We're gonna make sure to hit auto. We want the truck being able to adjust everything itself. Now we are going to turn the truck off and we're gonna go out to the fuse box. You're gonna wanna remove this fuse right here. You might have this fuse, my truck does not. So we removed that one right there. We're gonna let the HVAC system completely power down for 2 minutes. All right, 2 minutes later, go ahead and put your fuse back in. Let's go back inside. So now when we crank the truck, it should be on 74 degrees auto, and it's gonna cycle through everything, and basically it's just a learning procedure. And after about 2 minutes of idling and it doing its thing, it should be good to go. 74 degrees on auto. Should be actuating all the different blend doors, cycling through everything, and basically just relearning, updating the truck. Yep, it just turned from hot to cold, which when I did the install, the passenger side was working fine, but then my driver's side messed up and was only blowing hot air, like super hot no matter what. And it was blowing all the time in the floor, even if I had the entire system off. Could not get it to blow cold. And now it is blowing cold right here. That side's blowing cold as well. Obviously it's still learning this. We got about another 60 seconds to let it fully run and everything. All right, it's been 2 minutes. Go ahead and open your door, turn it off so it'll kill all power. Count 15 seconds and crank it back up. Now, we should be able to go into here. Let's turn her wide open hot. Okay, starting to get some heat. Getting some heat there, getting heat here. Beautiful, beautiful. Hot on both. Now let's crank them cold. Still hot. Getting cooler. All right, this one's cool, which is awesome because that wasn't working. Beautiful. That one's still a little warm. You know, you gotta give her a minute, she's old. Okay, this one's nice and cool. This one's starting to cool off. Oh my gosh, beautiful. So there you go. If you do one of these actuator installs and it seems to work fine and then absolutely loses its mind, you got to do this procedure to basically let it relearn. So I am stoked. I thought I was going to have to replace that part and scrap this whole video, but thankfully I looked it up, and I'll put their name on here that I saw the video on how to do this. Shout out to them. And that's the reason why YouTube is freaking awesome. Share the knowledge, right? Anyways, catch back up with y'all at the end of the video, which was before I filmed this. So yeah, anyways, yeah, it's working beautifully. We are good to go, ready for summertime. This is too easy of a replacement not to do it, guys. Cheap part, easy replacement, aside from that stupid little bottom shield thing. That was super, super frustrating. I could have ripped that thing out and been happy about it, but finally got it out at the price of a few cuts and scrapes and my fingers crying. But yeah, so I'm stoked on that. I'll obviously update you in the future if we have any issues. I'll have a link to it in the description if you want to pick it up. With that being said, another issue resolved. Stoked. That's the beautiful thing about these older trucks, dude. Yes, do they tend to have the same reoccurring issues in all the trucks? You know, little things that you can kind of predict is going to go wrong? Yes. But typically they are fairly easy to fix. The parts now that the trucks are 15 years old are usually pretty inexpensive, and it gives me plenty of content. That's why I love it. So with that being said, hopefully you did enjoy. Comment down below. Let me know. See y'all in the next one.